I'm interested to see how this will go.
Yeah. But we're off. Little out of sync. That'll be taken care of momentarily. See how Galeforce does through this first long boost? It's not hard to hold, but sometimes it can get dropped pretty easily. But he did make it through cleanly. And, yep. Oh, he doesn't hold that boost over the hill. Is he playing on below R600?
I believe he is, yes.
Okay. And then Mike opting to hold this boost here a little longer. We're just syncing up the streams, so that'll be gone in a few seconds. And Mike is playing on... Is that a 20... Is that 25 in the bottom right, his frame rate?
I think it's supposed to be 30.
Okay. I don't know what optimal is for this track. I usually play on 60. Specifically for that earlier boost.
I do want to say that 24 is optimal just because you can swing some boosts longer.
And as Ace says, this track is very complicated. None of us fully understand what the optimal boosting is, as far as we know. We out of it. But Mike with a bit of a lead coming out of that first lap. It's nothing too crazy, about a second over the course of a minute.
Yeah, that's still pretty respectable for neither of them crashing yet.
Yeah, that's just Mike held a couple of boosts very slightly longer. Including this one here, which that was a massive boost for that spot from Mikey.
Yeah, he was reaching Ben's max speed pretty quickly there.
Yeah. It's also Galeforce clipped a little bit of the wall on that final bend section, or that final hairpinny switchback section. And that cost him a little bit of speed coming out of the first lap.
Oh no, Gale!
Oh, really?
Not catching that corner.
Yeah, I'm a little behind you. I've got to restart my commentary stream.
Okay.
There we go. 220, 221.
Yep.
Okay. So Mike now with a solid lead, and he does not die often. I don't expect him to on this course.
Not at all. But 114 is a really good lap time too.
Yeah. Oh, 119.3. However, with players at this level, one mistake is all it takes to completely put away a map. It
Absolutely.
is ridiculous how little margin for error you have at the top level. So if it wasn't for that death, they'd probably be within 2 seconds of each other.
Agreed.
So Mike, let's see how he does going down here. This boost on this downhill slope is actually really tricky. It doesn't look like it because it's so wide and has such a soft bend. Holy crap, Mike's at 649 for his non-boosting speed right now. He's at the highest you can get.
That is insane.
Oh, another death from Gale. And that seals it for Mike.
Yep. Yeah, on that downward stretch, at the very bottom, if you're on the right side, just because of how the terrain lines up with each other, if you're boosting down that, it'll clip you and kill you. That's
a low 343 from Mike. That's 2 seconds ahead of Gale's PB.
Now that's a spice of Podracer.
Well, I call it Spice Mine Run for a reason. Damn, though. 3-4-3-2. That is insane.
Uh-huh. Crazy. Alright, now that the first race is over, we're going to be starting our permanent track bans for each player. Since Mikey lost, or sorry, Gale lost, they'll be picking first.
Yes. I'm not sure what the bans are going to look like for this one.
I would expect some shorter ones. banned.
Abyss is gone. Okay.
No one likes Abyss. Sad face.
I mean, it's kind of fair that nobody likes Abyss. That track is mean.
I know.
All right,
It's a very
Executioner
gimmicky.
next.
Oh, interesting. I don't think I've seen
I
that
mean,
one.
Mike's not a fan of Uvu.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. He's banned Executioner multiple times.
Okay.
Fire Mountain Rally gone. I guess Gale's... I'm actually not sure I agree with that one. When you're against a player at Mike's level, you just go to something that might... I'm thinking you just go to something that might force errors and see if you can just have fewer. And Howler Gorge out of Mike.
That's also an interesting one.
All right.
So just to recap, that was Abyss, Executioner, Fire Mountain Rally, and Howler Gorge, all banned for this match.
I'm also expecting a lot of throwaway bans. These guys both like playing Ben. So we might be seeing a bunch of low tiers or Bullseye banned.
If we go to grab one, I'm going to laugh.
He might be doing that.
It is an interesting strategy to get your opponent out of their comfort zone. Not using Bullseye on such a crazy track.
We haven't seen anyone really try it yet. Actually, no, we did see... Oh, we're going to the Gauntlet.
Gauntlet with Ben. Calling it.
We did see an Elon Mack on Grabvine the day before. So maybe it happened, I just don't remember fully. So we're going to the Gauntlet. We're going to see a Ben mirror. Alright.
Yeah,
there's no way either than pick something else.
Yeah, I highly expect it. I mean, they could be completely silly and like both agree to use Dud, but I highly doubt that.
The lowest tier pick we've seen so far this tournament has been Slide Paramita.
Oh yeah, who did that? I forgot about that.
Sire.
Sire did. Okay.
He primarily plays Bullseye. So when Bullseye was banned, he went to Bad Bullseye.
Agreed.
I don't know why he didn't choose Neva Key, but he chose Slide. Being Dip, we'll see a Sandwich Boy in tournament eventually, but not now.
No, especially since Abyss is banned.
Yeah. Hey, he can make the Baru Coast jump now. We did some major science in the last couple days and found out that every pod in the game can make the Baru Coast jump.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Is that by using lower FPS?
Lower traction and lower FPS.
Okay.
Your traction affects your launch height on a jump.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell you what, Andy. If you play in the next one and we face each other, I will Gasgano mirror you on this map.
You guys are nuts.
I know there's a PC advantage. I know PC has an advantage over N64, but I will Gasgano mirror you here if you decide to play in this tournament. All right, both players are ready. They've been given the countdown. We're going to be getting into it any second.
You know what would be better than a Gasgano mirror?
I swear to God, if you say no upgrades, yes, God, mirror.
God damn it. I was going to say that.
Do you know how long it takes for him to cool down?
Yes.
Do you?
It's forever.
It's
like
like
a
50
minute.
seconds.
Okay.
50.
Reminder, I'm the person that did FMR with Gascado no upgrades.
I know.
I know how painful it is.
Alright, well, both players clean out of the gate. And we're actually reasonably well synced up.
I think
They're
Mikey
on-
has the lead at the moment.
Yes, they're on very different boost timings. And both doing the big jump. And Gale getting the boost out of the big jump. Mikey did not. At least as far as I could tell. And Gale's also going for the much longer boost here. Mike stayed on the main track a little longer. So they seem very even now. Maybe half a second for Mike.
Yeah, it looks like about a 1.5 seconds difference at the moment coming into that tunnel.
I think it's less than that. Let's see. He crosses the rock at 59. It's about a second.
Yeah. Gale's catching up very slightly there.
Yep. I mean, this track is super long and pretty technical. Oh, that was so close from Gale. That is actually one of the most common deaths on this track outside of the two.
Yeah, if you don't have the right slide timing on that, you're just going to crash.
Yep. Another one's coming up right now. Gale holds that boost, which is the very common death in this section.
And they're within a half a second of each other.
Mike dies!
Mikey.
Mike dies in the tunnel. Gale has the lead.
Spoke too soon. Oh no.
That's a much worse death, too.
Yeah.
How do you live through the tunnel and then die there?
I did it.
How does Gale live through the tunnel and then die there?
That's a good question.
Come on, Gale, you're supposed to be better than us.
Yeah, it's only about to be a 3 to 4 second lead for Mikey now.
Yeah, it's significant now. Whoa, that was a very big jump.
Nice.
That was really cool. Mike's got a pretty significant lead now. This is a long boost for Gale. He'll make up a small amount. But
yeah, he's practically on.
That's about 3 seconds off. Which can be made up on a track this long. But it's going to require a major mistake from Mike, which... I mean, we've seen it can happen, but it's a long shot to come back on that. Oh, I just lost Twitch chat.
Alright, Gale with a much cleaner entry to that tunnel that time.
Yep. I love Ben's sound design. That scream is great. Alright, let's see how the tube goes for Mike this time. Much better.
Very clean.
And clean for Gale as well. Does he make the turn this time? Yes, he does.
No crazy height.
Oh, really?
Didn't expect to lose the boost there. Still holding right.
Well, that's probably going to just about do it for Mike. I don't want to call it that early, but that was...
With how Mike... Yeah, with how consistent he's been playing.
Wait!
Oh, never mind.
That's a bad death, too.
Yeah. He lost all that boost he's been accumulating over the past 2 laps, too.
Yeah. However, it was a relatively high heat death, but losing the engine and having the slow death does make that much, much less impactful. Because you keep cooling down after you lose an engine. At least I believe you do. But it's still a massive lead for Mike. A little bit of stuttering there, but it should be okay. see, 436 to get onto the, what I like to think of as the toilet bowl, compared to a 443.
Toilet bowl.
That's
This
a
is
7 second. That's a toilet bowl, come on! But, yeah, barring like a 2-death tunnel.
Oh yeah,
Nope.
Gale's keeping that boost.
Yep. Alright, and that is a 512 for Mike.
Alright, very respectable.
Yep.
Only one death.
Alright, does Gale get a deathless lap this time? And yes, he does.
Hey!
522. That is also not half bad.
Just realized Mikey had 3 AI with him.
Yes. You do that to clear out the tubes.
Makes sense.
Yep. I don't actually know if it works on this track, but it works on a couple other ones, so.
Okay.
Metallica, if you do that with FUD.
Yeah. I'll race you.
Honestly, I'd be down to make that a race.
Yo.
Alright. Let's take it on through. Bullseye banned again from Gale.
No easy turning here.
Whew. Alright, where is Mike not taking us? Okay, he really doesn't want to play Baru Coast today.
Fair choice.
Yep. And we're going to Beto's Wild Ride.
Yay!
Okay. Please nobody make the joke this time. We get it every time.
Vito's Wild Ride is my favorite.
You're wrong, but it's acceptable. Had so much time on this track lately, I cannot get a good run. I need someone to tell me I can stop. I need someone to tell me I can stop grinding Betos.
What do you have right now?
Bad. I don't have it saved outside of the game. I'm not going to launch that right now.
Okay.
I think I'm like a 249, 250.
It's probably better than me. I don't remember what I have.
Yeah, I'm just not happy with it. Alright, what's Mike doing here? Is he actually changing his upgrades or just doing this usual process? Just taking a look at what he had.
Carry through.
Okay. Ben Mirror on Betos. Where is this going to wind up? Or how's this going to wind up? That's a 240 for Mike.
Dang.
That is a hell of a PB.
Uh-huh.
This is actually one of the harder amateur circuit runs as an IL, in my opinion.
It really is, especially the very beginning, trying to get up to that shortcut.
Holding your boost from start line through that shortcut is a monster to try to do.
Yeah, I'm curious if he had easier to do that.
That 240 is with the minor skip.
Ah, okay.
Thank you for that reminder, Ace. I always forget that skip exists.
Trying to remember where it's at.
Well, if you can, you'll one-up me, because I don't remember. Alright, Gale is off. Oh, Mike had to restart the game.
Uh-oh.
Alright, and we're just gonna have him go directly into the race as soon as he reloads.
Yeah, we'll probably be too far desynced in order to get a good desync up, so.
Yeah. But that is... Ooh. Solid line out of Gale. With a slightly odd boost option, unless he's holding that boost. Okay.
Yeah, I think right here? I don't know.
I don't know. And he holds that boost. That is shockingly... Oh my god, he's good at that.
That's a monk ass right there.
That is a sub 54 lap 1.
Yeah, so these guys are only like a lap apart.
That's not too bad. But that was a sub 54 lap 1 from Gale. That's very solid. He held some, like, maniac boosts.
Yeah, he's really wanting this one.
And he's doing just some of the ice field skipping stuff just to play it safe, and going for this so he jumps over the instant death spot on the ground.
Very
They're
smart.
actually... They're almost exactly a lap desynced. That's great.
Nice.
Okay, let's see if they... Okay, Mike's boost... can I be heard right now?
I think chosen to hold the boost.
Yep.
Or hold on, or not boosting yet. But, yeah, it works.
My commentary stream is broken, so I'm going to be a few seconds behind for now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, there it is. It's back.
Okay, 2
So what was Mike's lap 1 time?
I don't remember. This is
Okay. Whatever. This is still looking very solid out of Gale.
I want to say it was a low 55.
Really?
Oh, 53.9?
53.9 for Gale. 54.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so that was a lead on lap 1 for Gale.
Nice.
So let's see. All right, that was a hell of a beatos from Gale. That's a 2.43.
Yeah, that was very, very impressive.
And a 55 lap 2 for Mike. This is looking good for Gale. He's got 44 seconds or 40 seconds to finish from now.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
gonna have
that's
to
tough.
hold some very aggressive boosts in order to probably
Yeah.
come close to that.
Oh man. And nice ice field from Mike. And you'll see very different approaches on the on this snow section. Galeforce opted to go for a slightly slower, slightly safer jump. And Mike is also timing his boosts very differently. And he loses a solid amount of speed for not holding that boost when he does that line. Oh man.
Wait, no
Wait,
way.
did he seriously? Oh my god! A tenth of a second.
Mikey, you madman.
What?
How? Okay.
What the hell was that back half of lap 3? Damn, I wish that was synced up.
Yeah, that would have been like extremely hype. Wow.
What the hell? Oh my god, that was nuts.
Yeah.
All right, I need to sync those. I need to get those races synced up and do a side by side because that was insane.
Yeah. I'd be curious to see like how different the boosts were approached and whatnot.
They were very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
Banning slide, so he wants another bend mirror.
Yeah.
Slide Paramita has been banned. All right. So we should be good. Baruch hosts his bands.
See, they didn't ban Bullseye this time. So
Gaza Speedway.
Oh. Completely opposite what I was thinking.
Were you gonna say Grabvine?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Bullseye on the field.
I mean, the only ban that matters on this track is Ben. And
Yeah.
opting not to ban him. This is a very strong track for both of these players.
Yeah, this could come down to milliseconds.
Yeah. And it's also, every time I commentate this track, it feels like I'm casting a horse race.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go full on play-by-play. It's gonna be fun.
Alright, you go for it.
So as we wait for both of these players, yeah, Ace, that was a very race.
Yeah.
All right, we just have to wait for Mike to get into it. This one, let me pull up their PBs. Because I know they're both very good here. I believe Mike has a pretty substantial lead. Or a pretty substantial advantage, I believe.
Doesn't Mikey have the record in this?
No, Cobalt does.
Oh, right.
Mike has a 39.946 PB. Galeforce has a 40.265, so they are less than a third of a second apart.
Ooh, man.
Yes. This one's got potential.
What program? That was probably Bandicam. I think that's what he uses to set his frame rate.
Yeah. It works just like Riva Tuner, just a little bit of a different method.
Yeah.
Okay, both players are getting into it now. They've been given the countdown, they've been given the go. All right.
This is going to be great.
Who's ready for a bit of crazy?
Me.
I never noticed how much of a ground seam that is on the starting line. Look at Galeforce's stream.
What about it?
Just how substantial of a seam that is on the ground and how big of a texture shift that is.
No.
It's really weird.
Yeah, I never really noticed it before.
I mean, who looks at the ground?
Right?
Alright, and here we go. Alright, coming out of the gate, Galeforce is probably going to go for this first long boost, and he does not, actually. He just tapped it and went on. Oh, and an instant death out of Gale.
Oh, no.
Out of the gate. Let's see how he does on this first turn. Clean and going for the long boost. He did take a wider line, so that costs a little bit of time, but it's still a... That death is going to... Mike has to die for Gale to have any chance here. Yeah. 20.3 versus a 15.2. That is a 5-second lead on a 1-minute track. Galeforce going pretty clean through lap 2 so far. No flips, nothing hitting, and he's going for the long boost across the finish line that he does nail. Mikeyburger clean through the first half, and we're getting synced up right now. Mike, 13.11 lap 2. Galeforce is going to look at about the same. 13.06 lap 2, so that's actually a slight comeback, but it's not going to be enough. Mikeyburger is going to be clean through this and take the win on Gaza Speedway. Seriously, it feels like I'm an auctioneer when I do that course.
Very solid 41. Wow.
Whew. Damn, that was a yeah, that death was so unfortunate. Oh, got Gale. What are you doing? Okay, he's banning Ben.
Ah, our first Ben ban.
I mean, we've seen Mike on Mars. He's still ridiculously good. Not Mars, Bowls. And he's still ridiculously good.
Ah, I think I missed that one.
It was in my match against him.
Ah, okay.
I knew I couldn't compete on Ben, even though I couldn't compete on anyone.
Right.
So I banned Ben every match and tried to take him to courses that Bowls was not going to be strong on. Bunta Classic. We're going from one extreme to the other.
Yeah. This is match point for Mikey. If you can pull this one out, it'll be a clean sweep for him.
He is scary consistent.
Yeah.
That's not something you see in a lot of IL runners. Like top IL runners are usually determined by their peaks, not the number of runs they can put out. But Mike's got them both. And
Mikey
yes, Gale
has some magical power.
Yeah. Gale is very strong on Bunta Classic, but it's Mike.
Yeah, you're gonna have to play out of your mind to beat Mikey on this one.
Yeah. Gale could have done it on MGS if he hadn't died. That was very close outside of it. Lap 2 and 3 times were very solid. So Gale's PB is a 4.47 here with Ben, it looked like. See what Mike's is.
Opting for Bullseye on this.
Okay, I actually like that pick a lot. He is one of my favorites to play. I think he went low traction. And Mike's PB is also going to be with the skip, so we can still get an okay comparison for how good they are on the track. And sorry I'm talking very fast. I'm still in Mongaza Speedway mode.
All good. Both opting for Bullseye.
Okay.
Oh, Mikey has a 503 with Ben on this.
That's with no... That would be with... that's also with... How much time does the skip save, Ace?
I would say at least 15 seconds per lap. Just by how much you go over.
5:03 is a doable skipless time. Barely.
Mm.
Means that's probably his skipless PB. It's Mike. Oh, that's world record.
Of course it is. Wow.
All right. And looks like we are now getting into it. Players have been given the countdown, and they are going into the race. Also, apologies if you hear some very weird noises in the background. I have a dog that sounds demonically possessed half the time.
Oh dear.
Yeah. French Bulldog. He doesn't bark, he screams.
Ah.
Alright, let's see how they do coming through this first big chicane. Perfect out of Mike. It's probably going to be about the same out of Gale. And Gale dies off the jump. That's a rough start.
Yeah, that's going to be hard to pull back from.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those tracks that I wouldn't be surprised to see a death or two out of Mike. Just because it is very hard.
Yeah, and we are playing on Bullseye now, who is...
Oh, Gale.
Frail.
I mean, you're down 4-0. This is where you go big or go home. You decided to seemingly go big and go home. That was Whew. Seriously though, Mike has a 5:03 skip list. What is he?
He's a machine, is what he is.
I am the machine. Bonus points to anyone who gets that reference. So, aside from those 2 early deaths, it's been... What the hell was that out of Gale? He just flipped to the ground.
Yeah, that was the fire traction shenanigans coming into play there.
Yeah. Yeah, the fire does very strange things to your traction. 146 lap 1 for Mike, and it's going to be a 156, it looks like, out of Gale. No, 50, yeah, 55.9, okay. So about a 10-second difference right now. That can be made up, and this is a track where Mike can make the mistakes for that. Oh, wow, that is...
Very, very heavy damage.
That might have been the reddest engine we've seen all tournament.
Pretty close, yeah.
And Gale taking another aggressive jump. He did lose a solid chunk of time off that, though, just from that needing to repair.
Yeah.
Mike is opting to actively repair through a lot of these straightaways, though.
Smart, especially when you're on your cooldown.
Yeah. Ooh, Mike is looking so clean on this track. Oh, Gale with a 3rd death. Damn.
Gale accidentally bonking a pillar and losing control for a second.
Yep.
Hate when that happens.
Yeah, this game's collision mechanics are very jank. Sometimes when you scrape a wall, it does absolutely nothing. Sometimes you barely touch the wall and you explode. Sometimes you scrape a wall, take no damage, but lose control for about half a second. And that last one's what happened to Gale.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that happens too. Well, that was a lot of fire on Gale's side. Wow.
Yes. That was really cool, though. If we did slow motion replays, that would be one of them.
Yep.
A back-to-back 146 laps from Mike.
Dang. Impressive.
Yeah, he's on track for a 508 with Bullseye. Or no, 514. 1536. So a little faster on that lap for Gale, but it's still a 17-second margin now.
Around that, yeah.
Oh, that was
How did Gale not crash?
That was actually... If Gale knew you could consistently live through that, that was a brilliant move to make up for the engine fire and repair reduced handling.
Yep.
Because you can't take that turn wide enough. If you try, you're just gonna... You can't take that turn tightly enough in that scenario. If you try, you're just gonna blow up.
Ah, okay. Gale trying to cut the corner here.
Yep. And Gale knows he has to be really ambitious and try to make this up, even though it's not looking good. So I mean, if you die multiple times early, you've got to get aggressive, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, trying to hold this boost as long as possible for all of that.
That boost was actually very impressive. He
They're
just drove
right
through
through
fire.
that fire.
Yeah. Remember when I said this game's collision is a mess?
Yep. $5.19.
Damn.
Wow.
That is a nice time. And it looks like it's going to be sub 540 for Gale.
Still respectable.
Yep. 537. Was that a lap PB? I thought I saw yellow at the end of that.
I was not paying attention.
Alright, we're going to attempt to get both players in here for a bit of an interview. As I pull up and fill in the bracket, and we can get a quick look at our round 4 pairings.
Poggers, I'm excited for that.
Hello.
Hello, Gale.
What's happening?
Nothing much. You went hard on a lot of those tracks.
Yeah, hit a few bumps.
Hey, I can respect it. When in a matchup like that, you just have to go aggressive.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah.
that jump, like that bump on Betos, never happened to me before in my life.
Ah.
I've seen it though. I'm happy it didn't like go really high.
Yeah.
That's good.
And round 4 pairings are live. Anybody want a quick little rundown?
Ooh.
Because
Uh,
there are some interesting ones that are coming up. Notably, the marquee matchup of the tournament so far, Mike versus Ace, which
They're
was
shocked there.
which was going to happen. Hello, Mike.
Hey,
Hello. GG's.
Congratulations on the win, Mike.
thanks.
Congratulations.
Oh god, I'm playing Bean Dip and he's offering a sandwich boy mirror.
Yeah.
I'll think about it.
Dude, you took my 2 best tracks. That's not happy.
Well, I think I was certainly nervous with Mongaza because it's just anything can happen with that. So you got me worried.
Yeah. It would have been real close if it didn't crash. I think my worst time in practice was like a 42. I was actually really confident. And yeah, GG.
Yeah, that's good. If you're doing 42s, that's good. Yeah.
That Mongaza was a heartbreaker. You guys were dead even aside from that lap 1 crash. That would have come down as close as the Betos.
Which track was that?
The Mongaza Speedway.
All right. Oh, you crashed on lap 3, did you?
On Mongaza Speedway, he crashed lap 1.
Oh,
Like the
all
second
right.
corner.
Yeah, you guys were dead even outside of that though. Your lap 2 and 3 times were damn near identical.
Yeah,
And
it was
then
very nice to see.
Then that Beato's coming down to less than a tenth of a second.
Yeah, you're so unlucky there. That's you. Yeah. Oh,
No,
you always need like half a point for close draws.
it was close though. It's a good race.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame my game froze, so I had to reload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, jumped right back into it and it worked out. You guys were actually almost exactly synced up, just a lap apart.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
But yeah, very well played to both of you. That was a cool one to see.
Thank you.
The gauntlet pick actually caught me very off guard.
Yeah, I practiced it for a bit, and then on a whim, I decided to check what Mike had banned before, and it was like gauntlet every time. I was like, oh man, did I just waste all my time practicing?
Yeah. I had a feeling you were going to pick Gauntlet, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think
I was kind of gutted it crashed on lap 1, though. It's like, I didn't expect that. So.
Yeah. Well, then Galeforce crash right after you on lap 1.
Yeah, I did the tubes fine, and I crashed it after.
You crashed after the tubes on 2 laps?
Yeah.
You normally crash into the rock there, but I think I hit the wall on the left, which I don't. It's pretty rare I do that. So
Yeah, lap 1 you hit the outside wall right after leaving the tube, and lap 2 you hit the right wall after you went back up the hill.
yeah.
Yeah, I bunked and lost my boost.
Ugh. See, but
Yeah.
moving on a little bit, I'm looking at these round 4 pairings, and it is going to be some fireworks across a bunch of these.
Oh, yeah.
Lightning Pirate and Metallica, that's dead even. Me versus Bean Dip, I'm a little out of my depth there, but it'll be cool.
Do I go Nectar? Should be good.
Yep. And of course, Mike, you're playing Ace.
Well, hey.
Yeah, Mike, how does it feel to have that full 15 points after round 3? It's
9
I didn't
points.
expect to be doing this well. I thought that I thought Galeforce was going to take a few off me. I have to be honest. Yeah.
yeah, you proved that wrong.
Yep.
I thought he had me on the gauntlet as well. I was very worried about that only making 512 because I kind of messed up there. So
Yeah, that gauntlet, one of those deaths was out of your control. You just blew up going off a ramp.
Oh, did you have the same death
No.
as I did.
Which death are you talking about?
Exiting the tube and hitting like the ramp
No.
thing on the left
He
side.
died in the outdoor segment, taking the big jump to skip that bend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hit the
And-
sharp edge that sticks out from the where the track loops around.
Fair enough.
Ugh. But we should probably wrap it up there and let people get on to scheduling their round 4s. We will be back within the next couple of days, and we will see you all next time. Thank you to the runners. Thank you to Nacho for joining me. Thank you to Speed Gaming, and thank you to everyone in chat for being here. We will see you all within a day or two.
See you later.
Cool. See it. Jeez.
See you again. Thanks. Well done.